Hello, and thank you for joining us in the After Show Afterthoughts. Here we have Deborah Mitchell and Ken McDonald. That's who you've been listening to this hour, and wasn't it fascinating? I didn't have anything to say. And that is really a rare time. You know, I love to talk. I just wanted to hear these stories. And Debbie was just saying she was recanting something about why she did not go to the wrap party of the Cotton Club. So, Debbie, I want you to continue the story. Tell them that
Yes,
much. Okay.
yes. Well, Francis Coppola, we did the Cotton Club in '83. There's a scene at Grand Central Station that there's two scenes. There's one in the action on the set, but the one at Grand Central Station that he really liked. I'm jump roping, I'm tapping as Gregory Hines and his love interest come down the stairs. We did it 21 takes. That's and after 21 right takes, now I'm tap dancing on concrete with the jump rope. Mr. Coppola said to me, "Stop dancing after take 21." He said, "I can edit you in now, but you stop." Sure enough, within 2 days, when they had the wrap party, I wasn't able to go because my ankles were swollen, and that was due to the pounding on the
On the
concrete.
concrete
As
and the shin splints.
exactly,
You get shin splints
exactly,
and
all
all of
kinds
that.
of.
Oh,
But I was saying, when you're young, you feel you're infallible, and if he said do it 25 times, I would have been up there doing it.
I understand. I understand. I
And
understand.
yeah, but I
Oh,
love that.
oh.
Yeah, but something I want to say about Ken that he did not mention because he's that kind of person. He's modest. Talk about helping people. When I started the company, our little place for rehearsal was
Mm-hmm.
in a studio at Newark Symphony Hall, a
Okay.
landmark in Newark. We were
Yes.
upstairs on the second floor. It's a beautiful dance studio there.
Mm-hmm.
However, for tap dancers, it was Marley on the floor. And I said, we can't tap on this. But in the basement of the hall were boards of masonite. My husband Ken and his brother got on their hands and knees and brought the masonite from the basement up to the second floor and put it all over the Marley so that we could tap. And to this day, that Marley is still there. And that's because Ken and his brother Donald, who has passed away, put that down. That's what I mean about being helped. He made sure that on their hands and knees, and they put the what do you call it, gaffer's tape down, the tape down, and we danced there for more, I would say at least 7 years. We were at Newark Symphony Hall,
Amazing.
but but loving, showing love in ways, that the real deal love. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
yeah,
Oh, I
so
mean, it's
yeah.
just I had so many questions. I had the question, what, and I am going to ask this both of you. What question would you like somebody like me to ask? What question over the years you all have been asked many things? What question would you like someone to ask you that you've never been asked before that you'd like to answer, whether it was a thought, whether it was, what might it be? What might it be? What would you like? What footprint would you like to leave?
Well, one of the things for me, you know, people talk about, well, you're an artist, and the art means a lot to me. That's true. But if someone were to ask me, how do you really want to be remembered?
Hmm.
Because if someone, I would like for someone to say, how would you like to be remembered?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things I would like,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think the answer would be what they're expecting.
Well, I'm going to ask you that. How would you?
I want to be remembered as a servant
Mm.
of God, someone who gave. The gifts were given to me by him, and I wanted to give them back. So that's how I want to be remembered, and gave all she could for the betterment of other people so that they could realize their dreams.
I tell you every day you inspire me because at this point I'm the artistic director of a nonprofit. And when I am applying for these grants, I remember the years that you would talk about being at that computer,
Mm.
applying at the grants and applying. And I would just not even know what you were talking about. I said, grants, I don't even.
Mm.
Now it's, I get up in the morning putting down phrases that I think are better phrases than the other phrases that will answer the questions that will. And I think this is what Debbie was talking about.
Absolutely.
This is what
Hmm.
she was talking. Kim, what
Hmm.
about you? What question would you like to be asked?
I think mine would turn towards our relationship with Christ. That really, being a Catholic priest and Debbie being a Baptist, the first question that is asked of me is, why didn't you convert her to Catholicism? And my answer is really, and this was asked by my pastor, present pastor, I didn't see the need. She has a relationship to Christ that really was, I felt, was more real than my relationship to Christ. If anyone asks Debbie about Christ, she would answer them, I know the man. And I know she knows the man because I've lived with her for 35 years. And I know that is something that is just part of our life. But there's no need in going for this religion, that religion, the other, if one is living it, living what they believe, whatever it is. We have a couple of people that are part of the support of NJ TAP. And I don't think they go to church, any church, but they are the best people. And I know they will be online and get through because of all the wonderful things that they continue to do for other people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's the way they live their life. They live their life in just serving others. And it's a beautiful, and that's why Deborah with the being a servant and myself trying to be a servant. And the strange thing, Lenny, for me, now here I am, the priest and all this stuff, and I'm 85 years of age. Would you believe in the last 3 years, I'm starting to learn more about my faith and about Christ than I did before.
I would believe
And
that. I would believe
I've
that.
really, now I have begun a mission that it came upon me in my prayer for pray for diocesan priests. That's what I was before, a diocesan priest.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference is that there are others that are religious priests, meaning like a Jesuit, Franciscan, a Dominican, and so on. They have an order
Mm-hmm.
supporting them. At this point, no one is really set that I understand. When I was a priest, no one is lined up to help the diocesan priest. And it should be their bishop. So I have a mission And I've gotten help from Debbie because now I can't write too well, so she types everything for me. But it's better she types it because she corrects my mistakes as she's typing, and makes it look so much better than when I did it. There's no,
Teamwork.
But that's what and I've sent it to a couple of bishops. I've sent it to a lot of ordinary people, but she's done this thing here too. In fact, I just sent it to the Cardinal Dolan.
Oh,
And the funny part was, I sent it on Monday. Wednesday, we see him in Poland. I said, what is he doing in Poland? He's gonna miss my letter. But but that's foolish. The Lord does what he does, and like bringing us together. I can tell you, no matter what happened, the Lord picked the two of us to be together. We didn't pick. It was the Lord who picked.
Yes, I remember knowing Debbie before you all got married. Just a little bit, and then knowing Debbie afterwards and seeing a flower blossom, in the relationship. It was lovely to see. It's just lovely to see. You all really represent to me a lot of what this program is about. It's about sustaining the arts and understanding how important the arts are in our lives.
Yes,
they are.
It's not just an entertainment, that we use. It is really, if you look around in your house, what would your room look like if you took every piece of art off the walls, away from the house?
That's right.
That's right.
You have nothing.
That's right. Absolutely.
So sustaining that and supporting that is what my footprint is. Is that it's been so good to me, and I've been so blessed, and and I think, like you, Debbie, my parents and you, Ken, my parents made a path for me, and I think my continuing this makes them live on.
Yes, absolutely.
They're still here. They're still dancing. They're still singing. That's what they did before I was born. And and that's why I don't give up.
That's right.
People call me the ever ready battery. I said,
that's right. That's right. Look how it connects us. If it wasn't for art, even with the pandemic, it was through art that many of us got back together or made a reconnection.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because it was the one thing. It's that universal thing that we have. That all of us have in common, and it keeps us together. And we have to remember that, because as we get back to, try to get back, but we need to go forward.
Yes.
We cannot let those things that were separating us before the pandemic creep back in again.
Exactly.
We need to remember all of the things that we created during this wonderful period that made us, a unit and unified.
Exactly. It enriches life. Right now I it's all about giving back. I have a class of 80 plus dancers in this community, and they have seen, so they've lost husbands, children, you name it. One is 96. But they come to the tap class, and it's free to them because I'm giving back to them. But they insist on giving a donation, honey. They will. Oh no. But the bottom line is, that they may be retired from their jobs, but they haven't retired from life. And I've got those who in grief say, this class makes me, I can socialize with my peers. I play music that they want to hear. It bridges a gap, and it's so important to them. One just lost her husband about a month ago, and she, at lunch with tears, she said, don't ever give up this class. We need it. We get together. They're starting to fail with memory, but Lynnie, because you dance. Knowing a combination, having to remember
that will get your memory back for you. Baby.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. What was that?
Right. Okay.
What was that step?
Okay. So then, And one told me one day, she said, you always come to class, you in warm up, but you look so pretty. So one afternoon she came in, I loved her earrings. And I said, don't you look cute? She said, well, I'm looking at you. She said, so I come, and I said, she said, I put on a little powder this morning, got myself together. And I said, you go, girl, no, but that's what I'm saying. That's the spirits connect with one another and look at what it does, gives you a reason to get up, a reason to keep going. What you're doing is, I'm telling you, like I said, I tell my dancers this. I said, when you admire somebody, follow them, go see what they're doing now. What are they trying to do? So it's wonderful. And to be invited to this, whenever somebody, I don't take it for granted. Nobody has to ask you about you ever. It's just the way that's the way the world is. When somebody takes the time and the interest to want to know about you, that's a gift. So, and it's not to be taken for granted. So I'm telling you, we were so excited about today. I told my sisters know I'm on the podcast. Jermaine knows. Jermaine said this morning, enjoy Lynnie on the podcast. We're texting back and forth, but it's true. And Lynnie, you look so beautiful. God has blessed you. You know what? We do have some good genes.
This is God and mommy and daddy.
I said we got them genes, That's right.
And a little of Hollywood mixed in, so you know what to do, how to
and how to do it and when to do it. Okay, it's wonderful. I know, but God has really blessed us.
You look beautiful too. You are just look at you, you're just beaming. Both of you are just beaming. I really love having you on here. It's just absolutely wonderful. It was more than I expected, and all I had to do was sit back. I said, well, okay.
I told Marie. I told Marie. She said, "Oh, it's gonna be wonderful." You said,
yeah, she was on here. She was fabulous.
I know. She told me. She said, "Debbie, it's going to be one." I said, "I'm going to be with Lynnie on the podcast." She said, "Oh, child, it's wonderful. It's just."
I'm so glad that everybody's enjoying, because I'm enjoying it. It's another part of the artistry that God gifted me, and I just followed the path. God just kind of said, "Here you go, and here's the next thing." And somebody said, be on a podcast. And then when I finished, they sent me a notice. Would you like to have your own podcast? I said, "Well, what are you talking about? I can't do this."
Yeah, you see?
It's easy. And I went, okay, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Here I am, 60 some, almost 70 episodes later. Here I am,
And
I know I'm going to hear all of the emails and the texts are going to tell you, they have to come back and talk some more. So I will be contacting you. I'm going to have a month of all the favorites. You're going to probably be one of the top 10 up there of the favorites there.
Anytime, we're here for you. Anytime, whatever we can do. We're a phone call away. That's all. Okay.
Well, you know what? That's the other thing. We need to make some more phone calls. That's the whole problem.
I know.
But we are both trying to make those footprints. And
I know. Exactly. Yeah. It's hard to keep us down, Lynnie.
It is. It's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah, we're there. Well, now, this you tell your lovely husband that we say hello. Okay.
Oh, I will.
Oh,
it's a little under the weather, but he'll get better.
He'll be better. Yeah.
I told him it was going to be you two. Oh yeah, they're going to come on. He said, Kenneth's coming on. I said, yes. You see, you don't come on. He did come on. He came on with the charity that he's with, the boys.
Oh, that's good.
Of the men of Boys High. So he came on. I don't let him on much because Oh no. I can't control Carl. Nobody controls Carl.
Oh, listen, I understand. Yeah, but we're hanging in. Times are difficult. The company is 28. I don't know if it'll have any. Life is hard with all the pandemic and all that and the funding. Our doors may close, but you know what? One door closes and another door opens. So whatever happens, I believe that it's God plans all that. So you don't worry.
You just gotta just keep on doing the work, and the path is there.
That's right.
That's all I do. I mean, I understand totally what you mean. From day to day, I just kind of go, Okay, what is the next thing that's going
What's the
to
next
happen?
thing? Exactly,
It's gonna-
exactly. But wait a minute, I have to show you. Still, this was the 7-year-old that
Oh
Mama
my
took.
God, that's fabulous. Thank you for
That
sharing
little
that.
still,
Look at you. Look at you.
still,
Oh my
listen,
God.
still tapping. I said, look at that little 7-year-old. You know, it's even sepia. That says how old it is.
I
You
know.
know. Oh, but
Oh,
weren't we blessed to have
yes,
beautiful
absolutely.
parents and all of
Absolutely.
that?
I talk about it all the time. I'm just,
Mhm.
I am so very blessed. That doesn't mean I don't miss them every day because I do.
Oh, I know it. I
But,
know it.
but I'm so blessed to have something to miss.
Exactly.
And
Mhm.
that's the blessing.
Mhm.
Well,
Well,
now,
you know
ladies
what,
and
mothers.
gentlemen, I'm going to let these two people go because they have been with us. Look at us. We have just had a wonderful, wonderful evening with them. And you'll see it on YouTube. You'll see it on Facebook. You'll see it on Twitter. They play them again and again. So just really, really thank you both, Ken and Deborah. Thank you so much for coming
Oh,
on. Thank you.
well, thank you. You'll be a link in one of my grants, you know.
Oh,
You'll be.
I hear you.
Thank you, Lynnie.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
You're
God
welcome.
bless. Okay. Bye-bye.